Is XRP the long-awaited, unexpected force that is propelling the altcoin market? By the way, what was the SEC's reason for claiming cap on crypto beat without legal jurisdiction? Also, I will be giving a quick analysis of XRP sales per month in comparison to last year. Finally, what are the two key factors fueling BitBoy's optimism for XRP in the bull run? Stick with me till the end to find out more. If this sounds like something of much interest to you, be sure to check out this new video starting now. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest updates on XRP and the cryptocurrency world in general. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, we happily send you a special welcome. We invite you to hit on the notification bell so you never miss another video. We are announcing that this channel has a giveaway of 200 XRP. To stand the chance of participating, all you have to do is simply subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment with the hashtag XRP, and the winner will be announced on the 31st of July. Reuters, a leading news agency, has spotlighted XRP's explosive growth amid the recent regulatory clearance from the U.S. court. According to a recent report by Reuters, XRP has emerged as an unexpected force in the crypto market, thwarting regulatory challenges and reigniting investor interest. Specifically, the day the U.S. court ruled XRP's non-security status saw the digital asset rise over 87% in a few hours, pushing its price to nearly $1 from around 40 cents. Reuters highlights that XRP's landmark legal victory has had a ripple effect on the broader altcoin market as the market cap for all altcoins rose from $636.3 billion to $665.2 billion after the ruling. Similarly, according to the report, coins initially tagged as securities by the U.S. regulator saw 11% following the verdict. Matteo Greco, an analyst at Phoenicia International, confirmed that the court pronouncement was a significant milestone for the altcoin sector. In his words, "It's a big milestone for the altcoin sector. It is fair to assume that if XRP is not a security, barely any other digital asset can be considered that way." Furthermore, Reuters noted that the enthusiasm spread beyond the altcoin market, even affecting Bitcoin, which reached one of its highest points over the past year before dropping below the $30,000 price point. Despite the victory, Reuters stressed that Ripple still faces challenges, including the potential for the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) to appeal the ruling. However, it was reported, a prominent lawyer, John Deaton, argued that the SEC cannot get a judgment from the appeal court until at least 2 years. The lawyer further stated that the chances of the appeal court overruling XRP's status is highly unlikely. Notably, aside from the appeal, another challenge Ripple faces is that the U.S. court classed Ripple's XRP sale to institutional investors as security. Meanwhile, the court has ordered Ripple and SEC to meet and see if a settlement would be possible. Please, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. Brad Garlinghouse, the chief executive officer of Ripple CEO, recently criticized the U.S. regulator on Twitter concerning protecting retail investors in the crypto space. He expressed that the mess the crypto industry finds itself in is a result of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) overstepping its legal boundaries and claiming authority over cryptocurrencies without proper jurisdiction. Garlinghouse stated that the SEC's overreach has left consumers in a dire situation, grappling with bankruptcy while the agency merely holds conferences. Furthermore, he noted the absurdity of the blame pinned on the U.S. judge for ruling that XRP is not a security. "It's absurd to blame a judge for faithfully applying the law," Garlinghouse stated, implying that the responsibility lies with the SEC's misguided regulatory stance. He stressed the need for clear legislative rules rather than relying on enforcement-driven regulation, believing it to be the only way to safeguard retail investors effectively. The Ripple CEO commended Congress members like Richie Torres and Patrick McHenry for advocating legislative measures to protect the crypto space. Stuart Alderete, Ripple's chief legal officer, also weighed in on the matter, asserting that the SEC's jurisdiction is limited to securities. He noted that attempting to exercise authority over non-securities is nothing more than a political power play, causing harm rather than benefit. "It helps no one, it hurts everyone," the lawyer proclaimed. Also, John E. Deaton, founder of Crypto-Law.us, provided his perspective. He defended Judge Torres in the recent ruling clearing XRP's alleged security status, stating that she was merely performing her duty by applying a 1946 test to evaluate modern-day blockchain technology. Deaton pointed out that criticism of the result might stem from the outdated nature of the security contract test when applied to today's innovative tech landscape. He firmly placed the blame on the SEC for the situation at hand. Another observer noted the fundamental disparity between cryptocurrencies and traditional securities and banking regulations. The individual stressed the need to encourage innovation through legislative changes and regulatory sandboxes rather than stifling growth with outdated approaches. Furthermore, Ripple's XRP sales have continued to increase over the past 2 years. This year, the financial technology behemoth has sold 37% more XRP per month than in 2022. This development has raised both bullish sentiments and concerns. In a recent tweet, Mr. Huber, an acclaimed sleuth and XRP community influencer, first drew the public's attention to the development. He rightly pointed out that Ripple has sold 2.22 billion XRP over the past 7 months of this year. This is an average of 315 million XRP sold by the technology company every month since January. A close look at XRP's circulating supply substantiates these claims. Notably, XRP's circulating supply stood at 50.3 billion at the start of this year. However, due to the monthly escrow releases and XRP sales, this figure has increased to 52.5 billion. This signals a 4.4% increase in circulating supply this year and an additional 2.22 billion tokens. This figure was much lower last year. Notably, the entire 2022 saw Ripple sell only 2.75 billion XRP over 12 months. This translates to an average of 230 million XRP sold monthly in 2022. Interestingly, Ripple's monthly XRP sales this year, 315 million XRP, is about 37% more than last year's monthly sales, which stood at 230 million XRP. Mr. Huber had erroneously put this rate at 50% but corrected it in a subsequent tweet. Last year's monthly average was higher than 2021's, despite being comparatively lower than this year's. Notably, in 2021, Ripple only sold 2 billion XRP, an average of 166 million monthly XRP. This pattern suggests that the firm has been increasing its XRP sales over the years. The recent disclosure has elicited varied responses within the XRP community. This difference in sentiment stems from the fact that while increased sales could affect the market, it also underscores a growing demand for XRP among institutions. Ripple typically unlocks 1 billion XRP from escrow every month. However, the firm locks back any remaining balance after selling the necessary amount. In June, Ripple locked 900 million XRP back in the escrow wallets shortly after releasing 1 billion. The firm sold 100 million tokens. The amount of XRP sold per month partly depends on the demand for the asset from institutional investments. More demand results in more XRP sold. Mr. Huber pointed out that these increased XRP sales are not going to XRP tards. This implies that neutral institutional investors are procuring more XRP tokens. This pattern bodes well for the asset, demonstrating greater demand, especially when it has attained regulatory clarity in the United States. Conversely, some XRP proponents have raised concerns about the increasing monthly rate. These individuals stress that the higher the sell rate, the more impact the distribution could have on the XRP market. Now to the big question of the day: what are the 2 key factors fueling BitBoy's optimism for XRP in the bull run? Please, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. Crypto influencer Ben Armstrong, popularly known as BitBoy, took to Twitter to express his bullish stance on XRP, undeterred by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's (SEC) appeal timeline. Specifically, in response to pro-XRP lawyer John Deaton's forecast that an appeal decision could take up to 2 years, BitBoy confidently asserted that this situation signals a bullish outlook for XRP throughout the entire bull run. This means bullish through the bull run no matter what, Armstrong proclaimed. Interestingly, BitBoy did not express a bullish outlook for XRP based on the lengthy appeal court processes alone. He highlighted that XRP has already been relisted on various exchanges, indicating the community's resilience and lack of fear in the face of legal proceedings. XRP has been relisted on exchanges, and no one is scared, BitBoy remarked. As was reported this month, XRP was relisted on US-based crypto exchanges and beyond after the court declared the digital asset is not a security. BitBoy's optimism resonates with many XRP supporters who remain bullish about the token's future. In particular, renowned XRP influencer Crypto Asset Guy responded to Armstrong's tweet, saying XRP will hit a new all-time high in the fourth quarter of the year. Similarly, as was reported yesterday, pro-Bitcoin crypto influencer Scott Melker expressed that whether the SEC appealed the XRP victory and got a decision, XRP will maintain its non-security status for at least 2 years. However, not everyone shares the same sentiment. Another Twitter user raised concerns that institutions and investors may hesitate to fully commit to XRP if a significant court case is looming for the next 2 years. The Twitter user emphasized that company accountants and lawyers, who play crucial roles in decision-making, may be cautious about providing the green light for their represented firms to invest in XRP. In response, Deaton stressed that major US-based crypto exchanges would not have relisted XRP if these measures were actually taken. However, the pro-XRP attorney agreed that banks might have a more conservative approach. So we come to the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, you can help enlighten others just like you have been enlightened by sharing this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news everywhere, guys. If you are a true cryptocurrency fan, don't miss any of our content. See you tomorrow to talk about the latest news that concerns us all as a community.